Hello Shipyarders and fellow Star Wars fans. There's a big smile on my face right now because Hasbro and Danny from Hunter PR sent me as you can see, the new AT-AT yesterday, and I have been playing with it all morning. I will admit that I have cheated just a little bit because I did take it out of the box and see what all I had to do, because this is a YouTube video and I knew I only had 10 minutes, so I will show you the most important parts of putting this bad boy together. Once again, thank you to Hasbro and Danny Palestine from Hunter PR for letting me play with this thing before it hits the stores. Alright, without further ado, the box, as you can see, roughly is almost the same size as the AT-AT box from the Clone Wars. It's a very pretty box. The only thing I can say is I don't necessarily like the Captain Rex on the box, but based on the other art, I can pretty much get over that. And basically, I have a feeling the Toys R Us vintage deco box is going to be really nice too, and I'll probably have to have that one. Alright, to the parts that you get when you actually get them out of the box. You get a big body piece, you get the head and the front of the body, you get your legs. As you can see, you'll get them like this. I put 3 of them together already, once again, for the sake of time. You get a box of decals, and that's another thing I would encourage you to do, is to put your decals on everything before you even start to build the Walker. It makes things a lot easier. Some of the stickers are very small. Alright, how to build this thing. It's not too complicated. I was able to figure it out. Basically, the first thing that you do is you simply take the head and the body piece, and there's a nice groove, and you just simply slide that down until you hear it click, just like so. So far, so good. Then the next thing that you do is you take the side cannons, and basically, as most of you probably already know, the small part goes on top to figure out which is the right side, and you just kind of press those in. Very simple. And then you have your chin guns, which basically is a very simple affair. The clear end, the pronged end goes out, and you just kind of snap them in place like that. You hear that little click. Of course, I have to admit, I do have the batteries, and I will shut that off for now, and then I'll turn it on again. But as you can see, they do fire. And of course, the launching cannons go in the side guns, and they click in place too. Pretty simple. So that's the head. On the inside, there's a little bit that you need to do. You have a ladder that you need to stick in, and that can be kind of interesting because it is kind of inside and it kind of goes down in, but you can see that there's some little holes, and you just kind of snap it into place like so. And then there's 2 little, looks like radar stations is what they are. I already have the stickers pre-applied, and they just kind of real easily fit down in the holes. There we go. Like so. And of course, one thing, and I'll show you all this in another video as far as all the things, but it's just chock full of different things to play with. It's really wonderful. And you can just shut that back up there. The legs, which are the last part, go on pretty much like the other legs, but I will show you how to put the foot into the one. The first thing you do is you take this little small piece, and there's a little hole and you will simply snap it into place, and then you'll notice there's a little tab. It's really neat because these things clip on real tight, and you just simply find that little tab and snap it into place. Has some nice grooves down here to catch it so it won't come apart, and then you bend it a little bit and you've got your leg piece. That's simply all you do. And then it's just a matter of snapping on the legs, like if you've ever played with a walker before that you're used to. You just take the little grooves. Of course, these are a little bit bigger. See how easy that was? A lot easier than any of the other legs I have ever dealt with on a walker. Alright, that side. That side. That side. Of course, they're pretty easy to do. And there's articulation in the feet area as well as the legs, so you can get this thing seated pretty easily how you want it. I might not get it as I want it from the get-go. But you can get whatever pose you would like. Like I said, even the toes have some articulation. And that's the walker. Of course, I'll turn the one thing as far as the speeder cannon in the back. And that goes in very simply with the toe pieces. And you just kind of stick that in. And it has a launch button right here, and I'll just hold it in, but it also makes sounds that I'll show you later. Oh, and one last thing. And I guess I should have showed you this first, because this was first on the instructions. But the view screen, you have to stick the sticker on it, and then basically these little plastic clips go on it as well. And there's just simply a little notch that goes down in the, and I would hold on to the bottom of the head if I were you at that stage, but it just fits right down in. And once again, other than taking the supplied, looks to me like a Saga 2 AT driver, the one that is has the helmet on, and as you can see, he does fit down in there, and there's room for him and probably 2 more figures in there. And that is the new build of the new Behemoth Walker. Thanks, Danny.